Imagine your partner suddenly says, "I cheated on you." You're in shock. Why does this happen? And why do men and women cheat differently? Cheating has existed for as long as humanity has. It hurts, and everyone faces it at some point. About 30% of men and women admit they've cheated at least once. 40% say someone cheated on them. Statistics show men cheat more often, but women are gradually catching up. Let's break it down. First, what is cheating? It's a breach of trust, sexual or romantic, and in any case, it's really hard to go through.
Why do men cheat? Almost 50% of men say they need novelty or variety. For many, it's a way to prove to themselves, and sometimes to others, their worth. Evolution wired men to want to leave as many offspring as possible, so the physical side often matters more than emotions for them. You often hear, "I love my wife, but with my mistress, it's just sex."
Why do women cheat? Here, emotions and attention take center stage. Most often, a woman's cheating starts with flirting or a romantic connection, and sex is the result of emotional closeness. Evolutionarily, a woman looks for a partner who provides safety and stability. If a man stops giving care, attention, kind words, subconsciously she starts wanting to find that elsewhere. So, men more often seek the physical, women the emotional. But the goal is the same, to feel loved and needed. How to avoid the tragedy? Talk, attention, care. Statistics: 67% of men who admitted to cheating did it more than once. So it's better not to start a relationship with someone who is already cheated. For women, the main trigger is usually dissatisfaction in the relationship, lack of attention and emotions. Important, relationships require resources, especially emotional ones.
What to do? Ask your partner, "Is everything okay with you?" Share your own emotions and worries. Don't expect your partner to read minds. The more often a person feels loved and important, the less likely they are to look for it on the side. There are no 100% guarantees. Another person's soul is darkness. But attentiveness, honesty, and care really do lower the risk of cheating.
Should you tolerate cheating? Not always. Tolerance should be conscious, not self-deception. Harmonious relationships are work for two. If one partner isn't attentive enough or honest enough to speak up, the risk of conflict grows. But is it really a catastrophe? Everyone decides for themselves.
You can look at cheating differently, not always as betrayal. Sometimes it's searching for missing support or emotions. Psychologists call this compersion, when you feel joy that your partner is happy, even if it's not with you. For example, they got care from someone else and you feel relief or joy that they're okay. There's also emotional compensation. A person seeks on the side what they're not getting at home. Understanding this helps prevent problems in relationships before they become serious.
Polyamorous relationships exclude the concept of classic cheating. Research shows satisfaction and openness in polyamory are higher than in monogamy. Less jealousy, more trust, more emotional freedom. But there are nuances. Honesty and agreements are mandatory. Emotional maturity is critical, and breaking the rules destroys the system. Polyamory isn't for everyone. It doesn't solve all emotional difficulties, but it creates a structure where betrayal doesn't exist by definition. It's impossible to give a universal recipe for all couples. Every situation is unique. Every person is individual. The main thing, honesty and openness with yourself and with your partner. Regular talks about feelings, worries, needs help avoid conflicts and misunderstandings. Relationships are constant work, a balance between personal freedom and caring for your partner. Bottom line, there's no formula for happiness, but there is mutual respect and attention.
They reduce the risk of cheating and strengthen trust.